Mr. Pickup.
Mr. Carnegie, Grippler in the house. Welcome to Armwars, man.
You nervous? You look excited.
No, I'm tired actually. I'm pretty tired, yeah. I think it's the best night's sleep I've had in about 3-4 months now. My baby boy's 10 weeks, so that is probably the best night's sleep I've had in a long time.
Well, it was very comfortable for me, but I was wandering the halls about 3 times last night.
So if Zanger loses today, we're blaming you, yeah?
This guy and me are not allowed to hang out. We're crazy together. It's
yeah, it's not a bad blend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch the Swiss and the bloody Germans.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited, mate. I'm looking forward to the show. I think we've got some really interesting matches today. Really interesting matches. I'm particularly interested to see Hale Burberry, and I'm very, very excited to watch Stephen Curl and Joseph Lambert in France. That's an explosive match. The other one that I really like today is Craig Sanders and Alex Todd. The whole battleground deal's interesting to me, but I know Martin and Fro, it's pretty much hook versus top roll. If one hooks, it's over. The other one top roll, it's over. So Todd and Craig is interesting because they're both, there's no package, there's no parcel. Could go anywhere. So that's going to be a real showdown. Look forward to it a lot.
What do you think about Monster Michael Todd's match with the big Rogowski guy?
Again, clash of styles. You'd have to say Mike's the favourite. And finding people to pull Mike at the moment is not an easy task. People don't want arm wrestling. We invited Svenko, Pushker. We're already set to pull Devon, Jerry Cadorek. No takers. So, you know, I know you guys don't come on the board and deny it because you got asked and you know you did. End of. You don't want to pull, you got your reasons. But at the end of the day, Armwars champions aren't going anywhere. You know we let them run free. They're off the leash. There's no restrictions. These guys pull all over the place. They're arm wrestlers. That's what we do.
So, like, you got a rescheduled match with Michael Todd and Devin Lorette in Vegas. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah.
All right. So, say we watch that again, and it goes Michael's way.
Mm-hmm.
That sets up a pretty good trilogy.
I love that because that's a rubber match. Whether or not that happens remains to be seen. Devon's a very, very difficult man to beat. Michael's made huge strides forward, I believe. I think he's more confident going into the next meeting than he's been the man. Let's be honest, he's been the man putting the pressure on. I've got to be honest. I'm not overly enthusiastic about Michael and Devon pulling each other all the time because they're my 2 signature champions, along with the Razor. And that's not necessarily my choice, but you don't deny somebody a match they want, you know.
I agreed. That was my next question, which was so it goes 4-2, 5-1, 3-3, whatever it is. Are you prepared to revisit that? Because really, essentially, they're the only 2 guys that will actually arm wrestle each other.
Well, let's be honest. You hit a nail on the head with one point there. There's a lot in that because if guys want to arm wrestle, they want to pull, and if nobody will pull them, you know, it's all right saying, oh well, you know, this guy's a credible opponent. I know Michael's going to pull. Michael rang me up. He said, "Hey Neil, are you okay with me pulling in the PL?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." Okay, I said, "Who they got for you?" Tokarev. Now, Tokarev's, you know, a former world champion, Ukrainian national champion, absolute animal, very complete arm wrestler. And people already are saying, "Oh, Tokarev, he's no chance." They've written him off, you know, because of what happened with Andre. It's a more interesting match in some ways than Andre once the match stops because there are other dimensions with Sergei Tokarev. Tokarev can move, he can go into different shapes, go into different positions. Has he got the top end to beat Michael? No. Well, who the hell is going to pull him? Tokarev steps up. Fair play to the guy, hats off, you know.
So I guess no one really wants to hear this question, I'm sure, but I guess it's something that has to be asked because it's probably on your mind, and that's so you got the 2 best arm wrestlers in the world, and they're representing your Armwars brand and your league. And if you play it out, and they're the only ones competing against each other, no one wants to arm wrestle. It's going to be really hard to market your 2 stars if no one's going to fight them.
We'll continue to make matches, and there's always somebody coming up. There's always somebody who wants to. There are guys out there who are gamers, and would pull, But the problem is, they would. I don't like to do mismatches. It's a pointless exercise. I'm not trying to put a guy in there at any level that's going to get slaughtered, that's going to get slain. The only person that's as pissed off as me if a match goes 6-0 is the dude who's on the receiving end of it. Trust me, I'm pissed off. My match cards are supposed to reflect the brand, Armwars. We're looking for a situation where you don't know who's going to win, your opponent doesn't know who's going to win, and I don't know who's going to win. And if I can get that blend, that's more exciting, and I think it's more exciting for the athletes. And honestly, I believe that's a hook. I think that's why guys will come to pull in Armwars and why they continue to do so.
Well, I think in my case, I think you matched me up with someone I've never pulled before, a European, a big guy with long levers. You know, I think it's a good contrasting in styles on shorter man. You know, I'm a powerful puller, and I feel like, yeah, I have no idea how this is going to go, and I'm excited, and I'm raring to go, and I think that's you don't know who's going to win.
No, I've no idea,
and I don't think he knows either.
I know he doesn't. From the comments he made, he was asking about you last night, wanting to know things about you. I said, look, this is Ian's first time out. He's from the Great Camp. He can pull in all positions. He's a warrior. You know, get ready for a match. You're in a match.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. This is my first Armwars experience. It's been awesome right up until this point. You take care of your guys. I believe everybody here would be in the same boat. They're really excited to be here. They're appreciative, and I can't wait to get over to the Fibo and just see exactly what it is that you're offering, and in terms of entertainment and you know, being in front of the cameras, and I'd love to see the final product with you announcing my matches and stuff like that. It'll be really exciting.
We've got a fortunate position this year. The Fibo have been very understanding. They're appreciative of the end game, which is a big thing. When we first started this out, there was a lot of negativity around arm wrestling in terms of what appeal it could have to a tournament of this significance and an event of this significance. So basically what we requested was that the workhorse element of the day, the bulk of the matches, were done in an area a little bit out of the way. Because the first time, we actually fell on our ass. The first time we did this, we went the other way, requested that the show be right in the thick of the action, created all kinds of problems. There was nowhere for the wrestlers to stand before the matches. We couldn't get in touch with them easily because there's no backstage area in this kind of environment. The other major problem was the audio. We have very sensitive lapel mics that we use throughout. Also top mics, stanchion mics, as you'll see when you get to the show on the rigging. The ambience that picked up was overwhelming. It topped some of the mics out. We couldn't decipher. You couldn't clearly decipher what the wrestlers were saying, what the refs were saying. It actually detracted from the show a little, and that was a major problem for us. So the second year back, we said, look, we believe we will bring people to us to some extent, but we'd like the main part of the day to be in a little bit away from the main show, because then the athletes can move, they can breathe, they can come up on stage, and the biggest thing is we're not going to get matches rejected by the television because we don't have the correct and professional level of audio on there. I think today is going to be really, really good. I'm very, very proud that we've got, for the first time ever in an event of this magnitude, we've got arm wrestling in 6-round format, super match, with 4 of the best guys in the world on the main stage, right in the target demographic. And we intend to rip the roof off and be back with more next year.
That sounds great, Neil. I really hope Armwars keeps going. I hope it becomes the #1 arm wrestling league in the world, if it's not already. And I think what you've done is amazing, and I think if more people were to take the lead on your progressive thinking, arm wrestling should have a nice future.
I think there's already guys that are doing that, and that are doing a great job with the sport. PAL, I think, is tremendous promotions. They do fantastic quality events. I mean, I was looking at some of their stuff yesterday. The footage quality was absolutely first class. Tremendous amount of effort put into putting together a very, very quality production. UAL, Robert and Bill, hungry for success. Robert Drenk's a successful businessman. He's turned his hand to arm wrestling, and I'm sure he's going to be successful there. I know you've got your own designs on ideas and events in Canada, and I'm sure there's others around the world. There's no sort of set formula on doing this and everything else is wrong, in my opinion. I think it's trying to look for the beauty that exists within arm wrestling and expand it, blow it up.
Well, I guess if you were to take a a page from another sport, it would be the fight game where, you know, mixed martial arts, boxing, Muay Thai, K1. There's a place for everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you know, there's people with a certain niche, something that they're interested in, and Armwars is definitely that a niche type thing, and it definitely, in my opinion, has grabbed the interest of the top level arm wrestlers in the world, and they all want to be here. And that's I think that's why you got such a great card, and I think that's why you'll continue to have top level arm wrestlers come to Armwars and wherever you're going to put those on, whether it be in Europe, Asia, North America. We really hope to see an Armwars event in Canada. That'd be really.
I'd love to come to Canada. I love the Canadian people, and the country's great. I've got a lot of friends in Canada, and I'd definitely love to go back there and arm wrestle.
Thank you very much, Neil.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.